Hello, hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Black Rifle Coffee Company, and in particular we're going to talk about their AK Espresso Roast. Yes, people, I finally got my hands on some whole bean coffee from this company. I've heard about them from Joe Rogan, but the real clincher was my brother Magnus. He said, hey, you should definitely do a review of this coffee. He bought a different roast. I think he bought a ground coffee, different roast, different bag, different everything. He said it was absolutely amazing. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bag of their whole bean. The AK Espresso Roast was the easiest one to buy on Amazon. It was a little bit difficult to figure out how to get the whole bean versus the ground coffee. They didn't make it simple for the consumer, but I was able to finally land it, and I'm super excited to be putting these beans to the test. So in this video, we're gonna be doing a quick hands-on with the bag, then we're gonna take a closer look at those beans. After that, we're gonna throw those bad boys over the burr grinder and break those things down, perfect for, you got it, the pour over. After that, we're gonna do my favorite part of this whole shebang, the sip test. Yes, people, I absolutely love tasting new coffee, and I think this one is going to be an assault. After that, we're gonna figure out, is this a daily, weekly, monthly, or never consumption coffee? It does happen, people, it does happen. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So up at the top, you have America's Coffee. That is what's up, people. This is the Black Rifle Coffee Company. I feel like I should be doing a salute right now. There is their one-way valve right there, looking super simple, very straightforward, letting all that CO2 out so this thing doesn't blow up. This is the AK Espresso. That is what's up, people. There is an AK-47, if you didn't already know. You got the American flag. This is a 12-ounce bag. This actually might be more expensive than my last bag of coffee that I bought. So definitely take note of that. That was the Espresso Roast by Death Wish Coffee, actually, which is really funny. Here's the use by date. I like how they put it bold at the bottom. That is very upfront. A lot of ammo over here. This is very interesting. Ooh, I am really liking this. They're telling us the percentage. Good job. That is awesome. 25% Brazil, 75% Colombian. All right, take a look at the back right here. Pause it if you want to read it, people. Medium roast. I'm not a big fan of medium roast, so I'm hoping this is closer to a dark than a straight on medium, but we will find out, of course. Serving premium coffee to people who love America. That is what's up. Veteran owned whole bean. It was actually a little bit hard to find the whole bean on Amazon. I typed in Black Rifle Coffee whole bean and I got a bunch of pre-ground, and I had to like do I don't know what I did, but I found this. And it was really annoying because I would go to the pre-ground on Amazon and it wouldn't give me the option to click whole bean. So they don't have the whole bean and the pre-ground set up right. Okay, so here is a little bit more. Very cool. And do the pull tab. I love these pull tabs now. At first I was a little bit annoyed, but I'm very, very happy with them. They do make getting the beans out a little bit more difficult, but once you figure out that you just kind of pinch it like that and pour it out this way, it makes it super, super simple. All right, let's take a look at these beans right here, people. So these are definitely a blend for sure. And, ooh, that aroma is very, very inviting, very intoxicating. And this is actually super interesting coffee right here. It's very reminiscent of a coffee I had a while ago, the Holler Mountain blend. If you follow this channel, you've probably seen that before. I did a review on that one, but yeah, very much like an artisan blend right here. This is not your standard Starbucks coffee at all. These beans are on the medium to small side. Starbucks and all the big companies out there usually go with the large beans that are, you know, nice and burnt or crispy or whatever you want to call them, heavy roasted. But these are looking really, really nice. I love when I see a little bit of husk in there, or whatever you call that. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's called, but I love when you see that. There's just something about it that's just different than the norm out there. Typically, you just see over roasted beans, which is safer, and people are a lot more interested nowadays. A lot more interested? I don't know if I'm speaking correct English. People are super interested in the dark roast nowadays. Okay, yeah, these are definitely looking like artisan beans, so I'm gonna basically tailor this whole review towards, it's gonna be a whole lot more like an artisan coffee versus a traditional cup of coffee. So I'm super excited to get these over to the burr grinder and break them down and see how they look. Woo! All right, let's take a closer look at these grounds right here, people. Ooh, very interesting. So definitely a medium roast. You can see that you've got a lot of bright notes in there. You have that, what I call husk or rind or whatever it is, floating around. That's kind of indicative and typical in a blonde roast. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen that in so long. That is crazy. I've been doing a lot of medium to dark / dark roasts on this channel, and that's kind of what I typically go for. But yeah, you can definitely see this is a well put together blend of coffee beans. Definitely broke down very uniform. You're not seeing a lot of jagged large pieces. You're seeing a very even keel grind right there. So very nice. That's kind of what you'd want to see from more of an artisan blend, which is what I'm still calling this coffee right here. Very nice. All right, looking good. Okay, here we go. We got the Coffee Gator pour over maker. This thing is a true machine. We're going to be using a 1/8 scoop or 30 milliliter scoop for those people that do the milliliters. So this is my machine right here. Absolutely love and trust this thing wholeheartedly. Let's go ahead and load it up. Okay, so we're going to be doing 4 of these scoops right here. Load this thing up nicely. Okay, so optimal temperature for a pour over is actually 190. So if you go any hotter than 190, you're probably going to burn those ground, or if you go any lower, you're not going to get a good pour over. All right, here we go. The first pour is just going to be the soak pour. So you really just want to make sure you get all the grounds completely soaked. Don't really worry how it looks or how you pour it in. Just get it nice and soaked. It's very similar to a French press. So you just want to make sure that you soak everything first. Then we're going to hit it with the true first pour, which is going to tell us a lot about freshness and quality of the beans. So here we go. We're going to give it our first hit right here, and you want to go clockwise. Woo! That is some good quality beans right there, people. Wow. So 2 things just happened. It completely plumed up and bloomed up, and it rose, and then it also showed this nice rich color right here, which is very indicative of good quality coffee beans. I've used this pour over maker for so long that I've come to know exactly. Oh, there's that light again. Oh yeah, that is a rich looking stream right there, people. And then you got this really cool reflective light happening. All right, let's go ahead hit it with the second pour. So you want to do all of this within about 3 minutes. That is gonna be the amount of time you want to spend pouring. So you kind of want to go a little bit quick. We're going to be going to 500 milliliters. So that's 4 scoops at 30 milliliters to 500 milliliters. Hit it with the next pour. Looks like that one is gonna take us to 500 milliliters once that fully drains out. All right, let's take a look at this pour right quick, people. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, that is some rich looking coffee right there. Beautiful. That is what you want to see. Very nice looking cup. Okay, so just like everything else, there is an optimal temperature for your sip. So you want to wait until your coffee cools down to 135. You could go 140 and then let it cool a little bit as you drink it, but that's going to give you optimal taste and optimal flavor, people. So don't drink your coffee too hot. It will actually not taste as good. So there's flavor notes that are hidden when the coffee is too hot. So there we go. That is perfect for the sip.
All right, let's get into this sip test, people. Woo! That definitely smells familiar, but it also has a blend, a kick that is definitely different. I absolutely loved the pour over look. Everything about that was exactly what you'd want it to be. Yeah, let's just jump into this, people. Okay, all right. Is actually, ooh, that is very interesting. It's smooth, it's thick, and it goes down exactly how you'd want it to. And then it has like some flavor notes that are kind of popping off as that's all happening. So it's definitely not as complex as other coffees out there, but it's really, really smooth. That's the first thing I'm noticing. Yeah, a little bit of bitterness. I'm getting a little hit of bitterness on the second sip. The sweetness is kind of there. There's a little smokiness going on. The sweetness is kind of being overrun by the bitterness. Yeah, that is very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if it has to do with the rind or the husk or whatever the little flakes were in the grind. Yeah, that is very interesting. It's got a very interesting taste to it. There's definitely a harsh, bitter, sour taste that is like right there as you continue to drink it. The inhale is a little bit syrupy sweet. It's not the worst, but this coffee is definitely, it's not hitting me on all the flavor notes that I typically am looking for to enjoy. Yeah, it's definitely quality. So there is this quality, it's smooth, and it knows what it's trying to do. So it's definitely blended with intent, we'll say. And it's not, yeah, so as I'm drinking it, I'm getting more and more enjoyment, and the flavor is starting to like even out. So the bitterness is kind of like giving way to the sweetness. So there is this little hint of sweetness that's kind of flowing around. Yeah, there's definitely a sweetness, but the first hit is bitter. The first hit is almost like sour lemon taste, if that makes any sense for something that's in coffee. So the first hit is definitely strange, and then the inhale, the mouthfeel, all that is premium. It's good quality, it's well blended, and it has this sweet note that kind of comes in at the end saying, hey, this isn't so bad. Go ahead, have another sip. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of other flavor notes in there that kind of just bounce around as you're drinking it. Yeah, I will admit that there is definitely something in this blend of beans that I typically don't enjoy, but I did run this through my Philips Super Automatic for the past 4 days, and I have to say that it tastes better in there than it does in here. So that's really interesting. Definitely take note of that. So there's typically the pour over gives the true flavor notes though. That's what I love that's why I use the pour over to get those like real flavor notes to come out. So that's why I've been sticking with the pour over for so many years. Yeah, it definitely has that smooth, and then it's bitter, and then it's sweet. So there's definitely a 3 hit that's going on. The inhale at the end is phenomenal. That's what brings you back. You're like, ooh, this is a very, very enjoyable cup of coffee, but you're getting that initial hit that's bitter, and that may be because of the blend and where it's been grown and all that fun stuff. But for me personally, this is not gonna sit at the top. It's not gonna land as a 5-star cup of coffee, but it's gonna be up there. And the story has not been told yet, where we need a few more sips before we can give it the star rating. Yeah, it's a very interesting cup of coffee. Because it's bitter, you can definitely dive into some super, super sweet pastries, some flaky pastries, some just like, this is not good for you food because of that initial bitter hit and then the smoky sweet aftertaste. You're actually going to really enjoy this cup of coffee with some sweet pastry, donuts, stuff that you're like, I probably shouldn't be eating this. I've actually been eating some M&M cookies. So they're just regular soft baked cookies with regular M&Ms in them. And I bought them for my daughter because we were at the store and she was throwing a fit. So I bought them and she was like, these are the best. And I've been having 2 almost daily for the whole time that I've had them. And I actually love having coffee with those cookies. There's my girl right there. Yep. She said, I gotta have those cookies. And Daddy said, okay, we're gonna get them for you. All right, we're gonna finish off this sip review together, girly. Yeah, so definitely something you can eat with the sweets and enjoy with the sweets. I'm gonna give this thing a solid 4.6 star rating. I'm gonna say that I'm definitely coming back to Black Rifle Coffee. Another blend, another roast. I'm gonna probably go with a dark roast and hope that I can get a better flavor and get that 5-star stamp of approval, because I do believe that these beans are quality crafted and the flavor is exactly what they want it to be. Not necessarily my 5-star cup, but it definitely could be your 5-star cup of coffee. If you like that bitter hit, then definitely buy this bag and enjoy it. For me, it's not the best of the best, but it is up there with the premium coffees, and I highly recommend it to everyone out there and knows what they're buying. Enjoy it. Buy it! All right, there you go. That's the Black Rifle Coffee Company, aka Espresso Roast. Yes, people. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys, I surpassed 5K. Yes, people, on my way to 6K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.